Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about my loadout. It has been a heavily requested video by one of my viewers. He asked me 3 times for it over the course of I think 3 months. I apologize for it, but here is the video just for you. There we go, here it is. This is my new modern loadout. Let's start out with the boots. I got those at a military surplus store, nothing special. Nice and easy going, they're pretty comfortable. I like them a lot. The pants, those are Crye Precision pants. I have them at 34. Extra long, because I like this to be overlapping all the way down here. And then even when I'm squatting down, if it's going up a little bit, it's fine. It's not gonna be uncovering this. Very important. Then we're going to my holsters. This is for my 1911. This is a Safari Land. And when I run my Glock, this is just a simple little, what, $20 at e-bike holster. The only thing I didn't like is the pistol was sitting way too much, way too low. So what would happen is this side right here would depress the magazine lock, and sometimes the mag would just come out while you're running and losing it. So what I did is I put these zip ties right down here to make it a little bit tighter, have the pistol right higher and not touch any of that rim right here, so the pistol, the button is higher, if that makes any sense. Then going to my belt right here, this is also Crye Precision. I do have the ballistic inserts, which is nice, makes it a little bit heavier. Then here we have a Core Performance, that's what's called. Right here, it's, well, what did I say? Like 90 or 80% just air. Super breathable. You can see it here. Really nice, excuse me. You're supposed to sweat a little bit less and keep it cooler. Now, what do we have here? We have 3 pouches. We have my grenades. Right here, I don't like to have anything on my back. I like to have it flat. When I lay down or when you sit, it's more comfortable. If this was a real thing, then maybe I would have, I don't know, a medic pouch here in the front and maybe in the back, and then maybe one in the front as well. But since this is airsoft, that doesn't really matter. Here, I'm running with 3 grenades. Then I have 2 pistol mag pouches. This is by Healy Strategic, which I don't know, I'm not a very big fan of him. This is pretty new, but you can see that, I mean, it started cracking here already. It seems to hold up, but I mean, really? Already? All right, then we have this shirt right here. Didn't spend much money on this one. This is like some cheap knockoff. I think I paid 70 bucks for it or something like that. What's the brand? True Spec, that's what it is. With the shirt, I didn't mind too much, but with pants, it was very important to me because you don't want them to break right here down on your butt cheeks or on your crotch. And I just wanted to try it out and see how it is. They're actually very comfortable. All right, so let's move to the AVS system. This is also a Crye Precision plate carrier. And what I have in here are plastic inserts. Eventually I want to put the real plates in it for more weight, but so far, for now, it's okay. And because I'm playing in Texas where it gets really hot, I run these external ice plates. You put water in it, you freeze it, and then it keeps you cold for a few hours. And the cool thing is, it is made for the AVS system. There we go, and it just sticks to it. You have Velcro here, and then on the inside you have it as well, but this is the soft one. It's not gonna rub on your skin, give you any kind of rash. And there we go. Holds it in its place, really good. It's very comfortable. What do we have down here? I run 3 mags right here. It was a cheap one as well. I think I paid only 20 bucks or something like that from Amazon. Didn't care too much about it, but I gotta tell you, you know what? This is nice. It is thicker, and I don't really have much problems getting the magazines reinserted. And then this is a radio pouch. Also a very cheap one. Got this on Amazon too. I don't know, 15 bucks or something like that. Running a knife on my left hand side that allows me to still use my secondary or primary at the same time as holding a knife if you're storming into a building or something like that. These I run from time to time. When I run the ice plates, then I don't run these because it's going to be too wide and I'm not going to be able to close this one off too much. Now I do have to tell you, this is a AVS large, and I was looking at their website, and apparently that would be the right sizing for me, but my chest is a 44-inch. However, these two flaps that go inside, they overlap by about half an inch or so. I was surprised, but if I'm running these, then I'm fine. If I don't run these and I have the side plates, well, this is just foam, the side inserts, then that works too, then it's fine. But if I don't run ice plates and I don't have anything on the side and I just want to close this, they do overlap by about half an inch. I even called Crye Precision myself, asking about the sizing before I ordered. They said, yeah, the people online that are talking about the sizes, they have no idea. You know, you're right, this is gonna fit you. Well, the lady was pretty wrong. So the people online that were talking about, yeah, watch out, the sizes are running a little bit too large, they are right. So it depends how you want to do it. If you want to run this one without ice plates and without this, then probably go with the medium if you are a 44-inch. If you want to do this setup, then you're fine. But even though, let's say you get the wrong size and this is going to be overlapping by about an inch or half an inch, it's doable. You know, it's not the end of the world. And here on the other side, I have some more mag pouches. I can put double mags in here, so I could technically have 6 mags in here, because as you guys probably know by now, I run with 10 mags. And well, that's about it. Maybe one more thing about the port position. About this, what's really cool, you can also put them, you know, right here, or I bought a few more when it gets a little bit colder and I don't need my ice plates, then I'm gonna have it here and then also here, and then they also sell these patches that you can put right up here. And also you have them then in front of you as such to keep you nice and cool and comfortable. Well, these are cable or antenna management system, I guess. And this is one of my loadouts. Oh yeah, right. And this is also from Haley Strategics, as you can see here. That's the new line. I'm not a big fan of it because it sticks out far too much. I mean, it's doable, but it's not my favorite, I'll tell you that. One of the things that bothers me too is because this is sticking out quite a bit. I like to crawl, and you definitely feel it. It adds width to it. And if you have, you know, this, you have this, and then you have this. I mean, you can see how much you're off the ground and your upper body. That's not my cup of tea. But if you're not crawling too much, then you're not worry about that. The seams, I'm also afraid of that they might, you know, kind of break, because the EB-Tech and Vipertech mags, they do have a little sharp edge where the output valve is, but they seem to be holding up pretty good so far. Then you also have the stretch bun right here, cover bun, whatever you want to call it. You can put another mag in it or something else. That seems to hold up pretty good, but we can see that is getting worn already. worn it just a few times, and well, yeah, the crawling does something to it. I mean, crawling is hard on your gear, I tell you that. Gotta be careful for that. But like veteran once said, bullets are flying hips high. So if you're crawling, most of the time nobody's gonna hit you. Keep that in mind next time you play an airsoft game. One more thing about the belt, I do use a Cobra belt buckle, the original plastic ones from Crye Precision. I also heard veterans talking about that they constantly break. With me, I just noticed that it wouldn't really hold what do you want to call it, zero. It would just kind of like loosen up over time. I didn't like that, so I decided to get, you know, myself a better belt buckle. And I mean, you know, these look damn cool. They look ridiculously cool. They're not even that much, they're like 30 bucks or so. They hold the belt in its place way better. Feels comfortable too, even with crawling. I mean, you can see it has been already worn down a little bit. It is slim. I mean, look at this, it's really slim. So that is not that big of an issue. It's very comfortable. It's not that much heavy weight, but the most important thing is it holds my blade, my belt in its place. For eye protection, I used to wear some cheap goggles right here for so many years. And I tell you, man, they're not really that good. They like to scratch up really easily, and it just, man, you could see it. I mean, look at those scratches in here. It's just terrible, especially if you're running a GBBR and it's really important for you to track your BBs, the trajectory, and see where they're flying. It makes it so much harder. If you have a regular one, then probably it's not that big of a deal. You have so much more ammunition. But we could also say that these make it more easier to identify well, enemies. You know, these are Oakleys, the M-frame Alphas. I like them a lot, man. They don't scratch that easily, and they are, I mean, if somebody shoots at them, nothing's gonna happen to you. The military uses them as well, and they're just fantastic. My God, I love them, man. They're amazing. I mean, look at this, how clear it is. Well, as much as you can see right here, but this is what it is. Just go into an Oakley store and put them on and see how it is, and they just, I don't know, I just love them, man. They feel amazing, and it makes it so much easier to watch the trajectory of your BBs as well. So much easier. All right, here's my boonie. What I did to it, I ran a wire through it, goes all around it. And basically it's just right here, you know, when it comes out, you fold it this way, and then the other end too, you fold it right here. So it's stuck, but you can also take it out. If you don't like it, you bend this over this way, you bend this back, the hole is right here, and then you can just pull out that whole thing. The reason why I put it in is because right here, the front, you see that? You can put it down like that, and then you can basically mold it to whatever you like it to be, instead of using an iron or whatever. Well, there we go. So, I mean, you make it to any shape you want. This is really good too, to kind of like distract from your round head, give it a different look, different silhouette, so it's going to be harder for them to see you. Why am I not running a helmet? Well, you know, all this modern stuff, it did cost me quite a bit. So getting another helmet to make that look super cool, super tactical and stuff like that, I just didn't want to get into that right now. Maybe someday, sometime down the road, I might do that and, you know, kit out the helmet to, you know, the fashion standards of today. Let's call it that. All right, let's see. So this is my headset. It's very simple as well. I like the big push button. That is usually right here. Very easy to find with your hand whenever you're looking for it. Just right there, you press onto it and it's good. First time around a headset, I had a really tiny little one. You know, firsthand you can think it's cool, but you know, try to find it. You're like, where the heck is it? Where is it? Oh, it's right here. All right, now I gotta find the stupid button, and yeah, no. This is nice and good. Very old school looking. I like it. It was what, 30 or 40 maybe even 50 bucks max. I think that's too much. I think I paid only 40 bucks for it on Amazon as well. So far it works pretty well. And then last but not least, oh God, I hate face masks. I really do. They look goofy, they look nerdy, they just look, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I used to have thicker ones. I used to have really, call it bad ones. And when I got shot in my face by a little kid from less than a foot away, 3 times in my face, busting open my nose, I told myself, you know what? Get yourself a damn mask. Start wearing it. Rather look a little bit goofy and ridiculous just for a few hours a day while playing airsoft than for the rest of my life. But, well, then I found this. This protects your nose and your mouth, the most important thing, and it works really well. It's kind of like a baklava, and that's it. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. And this is what it is. Almost reminds me, I have another one too, a tan one, and it almost looks like a Scorpion, or Scorpio, whatever it's called, the guy from Mortal Kombat. And well, this is it actually. That's my whole loadout. A guy has been asking for it several times. It took me a long time to get that video. I apologize for it. I really do. I should have done it a long time ago. But well, here we go. This is one of my loadouts. Hope you liked it. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.